Very good afternoon to all our delegates who are there at the Greece Investment Summit 2024. Today we have a very special guest with us. His name is George. He is the Associate Professor of the Technological Forecasting, Technical University of Crete. Welcome, George.
Welcome to you and to all lovely Indian people.
Thank you so much. So, George is an expert in the different aspects of investing when it comes to tourism, renewable energy, technology, and infra. So we would like to hear more from George and understand the landscape of investments when it comes to Greece. George, over to you.
Okay, Greece presents significant investment opportunities despite the economic challenges it faced over the past decade. The sectors with high investment potential include tourism, renewable energy, technology, and infrastructure. These investments can lead to long-term economic growth and stability. Let's start with tourism. Tourism is the main driver of Greece's economic growth, participate more than 20% of the GDP of Greece. Greece continuously records an increasing number of tourists with over 30 million visitors annually. There are significant investment opportunities in specialized forms of tourism, such as medical, sports, conference, and gastronomic tourism. There is strategic locations for many islands in the coast areas, so Greek islands and coast areas offer unique opportunities for development of luxury hotel units and resorts, and mainly holiday villas, luxury holiday villas that here from Hania that I speak, we have more than 20 Indian people that are owners of holiday villas. There are opportunities in investment in ports, in marinas, tourist marinas, airports that can further enhance the tourist experience and attract more visitors. And we have to mention the authenticity of Crete, mainly, but in all Greece, of course. Second, the renewable energy. Greece has significant potential for the development of renewable energy sources. The country's sunshine makes it ideal for investments in photovoltaic parks. The winds, particularly in Iceland and mountain regions, offer great opportunities for the development of wind farms. And also, investments in biomass and geothermal energy can contribute to meeting energy needs sustainable. It is important to mention that there are government supports and funding. Greece benefits from European funding programs to support renewable energy sources. And government policies support green growth with incentives and tax breaks for investment in renewable energy sources. A third sector is the technology and innovation. Greece is emerging as a hub for technology and innovation. There is an emerging startup community, especially in Athens and in Thessaloniki, offering investment opportunities in areas such as IT, biotechnology, and fintech. Collaboration with universities and research centers can promote the development of new technologies and products. The government provides incentives and support for the development of the technology sector, and there is growing interest from private capital and investors in funding tech enterprises. And for the infrastructure in Greece presents significant investment opportunities. In transportation, the development and modernization of railways and road networks and ports are essential for improving internal and international connectivity. Public services, investments in healthcare, education, and social services infrastructures can improve the quality of the life and attract more investors. And Greece has strategic partnership and funding, public-private partnerships, financing and implementing major infrastructure projects, collaboration with international financial institutions and banks can secure the necessary resources for large infrastructure projects. And as a conclusion, Greece has rich investment potential in many sectors despite the economic challenges it faced over the past decade. Strategic investments in tourism, renewable energy, technology, and infrastructure can lead to long-term economic growth and stability. Support from public and private sector, as well as collaboration with international investors, is crucial for achieving these goals. In addition, Greece can play an important role in the IMEC corridor, the new planet corridor through India, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, and Greece for distribution of the Indian products to Europe. There are sure many investments possibilities, and we have to refer the culture of Greece is very common with India, and there are many common points that we can develop together.
That's very true. In fact, we have seen that there is a cultural affinity when it comes to Greece. We do share quite common, I would say, rituals also to a certain extent, based on the minimalistic study that I have done on that. But nevertheless, I mean, you have mentioned very clearly about the different sectors and the opportunities that are available in Greece when it comes to tourism, renewable energy, technology, and infra. So, what kind of investments you think that you are already receiving in terms of the foreign trade investments when it comes to? Has there been any Indian investments currently going on in Greece, or there are still yet to be?
There are some Indian companies that they have invested in the food sector, in the building infrastructure, in the public sector, and there are many other companies that are interesting. And now there is established in Greek-Indian Chamber of Commerce that is going to support all these efforts and the common interest of the two countries. And one other important issue is that Greece has a very important political stability in comparison with other countries in area. And because it's a crossroad of three seas, in fact, in three continents, always has played an important role in the international trade since the Minoan civilization 5,000 years before. So the geoeconomy and the geography position of Greece can enhance the collaboration to transfer the goods and the services from India to EU and vice versa.
So basically, you are saying that Greece can be an important part in terms of getting your products and services distributed in Europe, specifically through Greece being the nodal point, where people can bring their own products and services to Greece and then they can distribute it further in the EU market.
Yes, and Greece also has a very important shipping industry. It's second in size worldwide. That has a very important experience of the shipping cycle of the shipping economy that they have managed to participate in the global transportation for many years now, very successfully and very competitively. So this experience is also very important to distribute the Indian goods to the European market, and in other markets also in USA and other big markets.
Interesting. And specifically, when it comes to renewable, you have mentioned about the wind energy and the solar, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to Greece.
Yes, in Greece has many days of sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
So the productivity of these investments is one of the highest in
Mm-hmm.
Europe, and
Mm-hmm.
also has very strong winds in the Iceland, in the Aegean Sea, where there are many islands, and also there are, because in Greece there are many mountains,
Mm-hmm.
uh, in the top of the mountains there are very strong winds
Mm-hmm.
that also can participate to the renewable and sustainable energy production. That is something very important in order to save our planet from the negative human activity. And
Absolutely.
as these investments are increasing, at least in Europe and in USA,
Mm-hmm.
but other countries are following, the renewable energy investments, and mainly with the sun and wind, are very important because, in fact, we have only the initial cost to
Mm-hmm.
establish these investments, and then
Mm-hmm.
the production is done in the next year with a low, very
Mm-hmm.
low maintenance cost. Uh, that is, it is not important to mention. The only problem is that they don't work in full capacity like other investments,
Mm-hmm.
but in Greece, due to the high sunshine period,
Mm-hmm.
the return of these investments are very important.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true. As a sign of due diligence for any kind of investments when somebody is planning to make from India to Greece. I mean, can you suggest some checklist that one should follow before making any kind of investments to Greece itself?
Look at there are some regulations that the investors have to follow to protect the environment. So there must be environmental studies with approves from the authorities. Just the most of these procedure are have been accelerated in the latest years, as Greece is a pioneer in investments at this moment in renewable energy. So the topic is very easy to conclude, to approve an investment now. And because many funds there are from EU on this direction, and also from Greek government,
Mm-hmm.
there is enough funding that as a grant
Mm-hmm.
that can help these investments to be competitive and sustainable.
Mm-hmm. According to you, you feel that the returns for your investments will be much higher compared to any other part of Europe currently when somebody plans to do it in Greece.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I was saying that according to you, you feel that the return on investment for any of these sectors you have mentioned, like tourism, renewable energy, technology, infra, will be much more than any other part of Europe currently.
Yes, it will be because Greece has a lack of investments in the last 20 years and now
Mm-hmm.
accelerates. And for this, EU has dedicated a huge amount of funding in order Greece increase the infrastructure investments in all the sectors of the economy. So we have more available funds in comparison with the other European countries to
Mm-hmm.
help to develop new investments.
Interesting, interesting. Thank you so much, George. I think it was a very informative session that we have. But before concluding, are there any concluding remarks which you would like to give to our delegates who are watching us live?
What is important to see is that this year mainly the next year we reach in the end of a global mega cycle of the global economy that will see the old technologies they reach in the top, so they cannot push anymore the productivity. So we're waiting now a new generation of technologies as artificial intelligence, 3D printing, new material technologies to boost the productivity when they develop much more applications. So this is something that we start to see now. There are already many, not many, some of very important companies in artificial intelligence, OpenAI, NVIDIA, and sure there are many in India also, that the more application that is going to develop on including artificial intelligence, the more the productivity will be increased. And because there is a time until this new application will be adopted from the companies, from the governments, from the households, and from individuals, this will take time as it took time in the previous mega cycle, the information technology, internet, and so on to adopt from all the people. So in this new economic cycle, the main power will be the new technologies like artificial intelligence. And also in this sector, there is a high field of collaboration with India, and there will be also many opportunities in the new technologies. And this is something that is now on a low level, but on next year we'll see too much investments on this direction because artificial intelligence will accelerate the productivity. Until now, the most innovation contributed to increase the power of the people. Now we have innovations that increase, that help us to increase our spirit, our knowledge, our intelligence. So it's a new sector that is going to create to be created many new companies in the near future. So it's something that we have to pay attention also.
Interesting, interesting. And specifically from the startup front, I personally feel that even in India, we have a lot of startups who are working in the artificial intelligence area. And
Yes.
they have done really well when it comes to solving a lot of human issues in streamlining projects and all. So I think there is a lot of good synergies which can be bridged between India and Greece to take a long-term relation forward.
Yes, in Greece there are some startup ecosystems that they make a very good job and in the direction of the artificial intelligence. So it will be a very important field for collaboration with India. India is considered a friendship country. So this is very important because it's considered also safe for suppliers as a supplier of imports and of goods and services. And the political stability that India has, and even after these recent elections that you have there, can guarantee and brilliant collaboration with all West countries, and mainly with countries that they have democratic government systems, like your country. That is very important. The democratic procedures, in most cases, can guarantee fair collaborations and fair development of trade worldwide.
That's very true. Thank you so much, George, for taking our time from your busy schedule and coming with us and discussing about the various investment opportunities when it comes to Greece. And we really look forward to meet you in person very soon. in India itself. Possibly, we will host the Greece Investment Summit in person very soon, sometime in the month of August and September. And we look forward to meeting in person for that.
Thank you very much. Also, will be my pleasure to help you in any issues that you have to promote this collaboration, and even to visit India will be happy for us.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Pleasure to have with you. And for all our audience, I would like to once again inform that please practice your due diligence before making any kind of investment decisions. This is very important, and this is the bottom line for making any kind of investments in future. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you too also.